Καλώς ορίσετε στο A2THEPSHOW με εμένα τον Θωμά, το φίλο μου τον Στέφανο. Μπορεί να έρθει ο Πέτρος, μπορεί να μην έρθει. We're going to be talking about the game, obviously, on Thursday night. Omonoia and Paphos, 1-1. It's only half time. That's obviously the tagline for the show. Εντάξει, είμαστε καλά. Στέφανε, είσαι καλά?
Μια χαρά. Very good. Very nice. Εσύ πώς είσαι?
Ναι. If you're new to the channel, come in and subscribe, like, just share across all your social media platforms. Και κάνετε ένα believe, ρε. Ένα believe για την Πέμπτη.
Για την ομάδα μας.
Anyway. We're going to start from the beginning. Η εντεκάδα, like, there was no really surprises για μένα, ρε Στεφανέ, because εντάξει, μόνο που ελάλετε εσείς και ο Στέγιος να βάλετε τον Στιμπίνσκι παρά τον Κακουλή. Εγώ και ο Πέτρος ελάναμε όλοι προτιμούν τον Κακουλή for this game, for his speed. So that's one of the changes he made. Irakovic played instead of Evandro from the weekend game against Omonoia. Ποιος άλλος έπαιξε? Δεν άλλαξε τίποτα άλλο. Όχι, μόνο
το ίδιο. Απλά έβαλε Irakovic και Κακουλή.
Ναι. Εμείς, να σου πω, ήταν να είναι το ίδιο όπως έπαιξαμε στο πρωτάθλημα. Δεν ήταν τίποτε το wow, like surprise. Εγώ προτιμούσα να έχουμε, because είμαστε έσω μας, to show a little bit of ambition, a little bit of bravery. I understand that γίνει είναι καλύτερη ομάδα από μας. Καταλαβαίνω το. Αλλά όταν είχαμε τη φάση να έχουμε τη μάπα για λίγο, and then press high up the pitch, and actually it was the ball quality was bad from the midfield to the strikers. That's why, όπως είπα χτες πας στο Μελτσόφτες, ο Κακουλής δεν έπαιξε σπουδαία. He was anonymous που λέμε, αλλά δεν έφταιγγινος. The people weren't helping him. They weren't playing to his strengths. Actually, the first half, εγώ νομίζω the defense was actually really good, because even with all the ball possession που είχε ο Paphos, δεν έκαμε συμπολά, ρε. Not really. No, not at all. I actually think παίξαμε καλύτερα προχτές παρά που παίξαμε στο πρωτάθλημα μαζί τους. They were all over us there. This time I felt we were okay. We weren't panicking. So, μας να νομίζεις εσύ from the first half.
Εντάξει, με την ενδεκάδα, όπως είπες, δεν ήμουν surprised. Ήταν έναν περίπου, δεν περιμέναμε. Εγώ προτιμούν Στεπίσκι, αλλά πριν να την καταλάβω γιατί έβαλαν τον Κακουλή, λόγω αντεπιθέσεις. Εντάξει, ξεκινά πρώτη χρόνο, the usual, ας πούμε, δεν ξεκινά από kick-off η Πάφος, κρατά κατοχή, κάνει σε pass around, possession, τούν τα πράγματα. Φίλε, όπως είπες, δεν είναι πως ότι είχαν wow ευκαιρίες ή καμιά από τις ομάδες το πρώτο ημίχρονο. Ήταν ένα απλό ημίχρονο, ήταν κατοχή, παραπάνω η Πάφος, χάσαμε ευκαιρία με τον Σεμέτο Ζάπου, με τον Γιώβετιτς και με την φάση. Ήταν πολύ θείο, πολλά πράγματα που κάναμε το πρώτο ημίχρονο. Ξεκινά το δεύτερο, ξεκινάς με καλό momentum, κρατάς εσύ τη μάπα, πασάρεις, ξέρω εγώ, όπως ελάλλουν οι websites στο νότσοφτες. Ελάλλουν ότι να έχουμε spells, να έχουμε καλά διαστήματα στο παιχνίδι, απλά και που είχαμε την ευκαιρία μας, που είχαμε το διάστημα μας, που κρατούσαν τη μάπα, δημιουργήσαμε ευκαιρία από το πούποτε και καταφέραμε και κερδίσαμε πέναλτι, γιατί επειδή γυρισκάραμε. Εκρατήσαν τη μάπα, ευκάλαμε την προτιμένη ο Γιώβετιτς του Λοΐζου, κέρδισε στο πέναλτι 1-0. Ο Σεμέτο, εντάξει, είχατε λίγα flashbacks με το Σεμέτο που ήταν με τη θύρα που το χάσε, αλλά ύστερα βάλε το. Αλλά εντάξει, βάλε το προηγούμενο παιχνίδι, το πέναλτι του με την 29η, αλλά he's gaining confidence, I think, as well. Ο Σεμέτο, άρα εντάξει.
Είδες το comment?
Ο Λοΐζος, ναι, ήταν MVP ο Λοΐζος, που ρε και. Ήταν ο καλύτερος παίκτης. Το συμβόλαιο Κρίμα, ναι, δεν τα σου. Να χάσουμε. Εντάξει,
Είναι κρίμα είναι κρίμα because είδαμε τον τώρα. Το καλό που έκαμε ο Αναστασίος since he's coming to the club, again, this time, that had to be να είναι ο προπονητής μας. Χωρίς τον Λουίζο, he's a different player που ήταν πέρσι, you know, in his situation and stuff like that. He's working hard and και αρέσκει μου πολλά, like, εν και φοβάται, like, he's an arrogant person in a way because he does take risks of Astrobos. He doesn't give a shit, like, and that's what we need sometimes. Jenny fights hard there. Like, I thought the passion he showed when he got the penalty and he was doing that to the crowd.
Yeah,
we fucking loved it. We loved it.
It was amazing. Yeah, he has that one. I mean, despite what happened in the summer with him, he still managed to gain back his position in the team and fight for his position and just playing. I think since Anastasio came, he became more of himself because he gave him that freedom, I believe, and him giving him the freedom that he wants helped him a lot with his performances as well. So I think that was really beneficial to us and the player. So him performing the way he's performing is just very good. He's a talented player. There's no denying that. We always knew he had this in it. Just him showing it. I think having a manager like him will put his armor on him and just, you know, let him do his own thing. It helps a lot. And you see the play he plays with confidence. So it's a big thing. It's very good and helpful, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Και ήταν κρίμα, τα έδωσαμε τον Jovetic παραπάνω ευκαιρίες να κάνει τις πάσες που έκαμε προχτές, for the penalty. Like, just that split second timing. And because, να σου πω, Gigini έπαιξαν καλά. In terms of defense, they were a unit as well, and they didn't leave Kakuli alone. They kept going for him, not leaving him that like touch type element. But like, yeah, that's why I got a feeling. Match that I have with them. I've got a feeling it's going to go to penalties, like I said last night. I don't know what it is. They're going to be so nervous. They don't want to make a mistake in this situation.
They're confident though, Paphos. I told you this. They are very confident coming towards this game, and I told you, you don't want to get too complacent at the end of the day, being too confident. You can be confident and then go out there and play your game and destroy the team, or you can be, you know what, we can do this. Like, this is nothing. We can go through, and then it catch up to them. So I don't think it will be that. I think they'll be more on their game if they be confident because they've shown it a lot of times. But they have έχει φορές που την πατήσαν, ας πούμε, κάποια παιχνικιά, αλλά εντάξει ρε, εξαρτάται ρε, το mentality στο τέλος της ημέρας. Δεν μπορείς και εσύ ποιος να είναι πιο σταθερός ή και πιο να μην είναι nervous στο τέλος της ημέρας. Και αυτό μπορεί να δείξει. Η Ομόνοια είναι η καλύτερη στο να γελάει το αντίπαλο του και να κάνει shit house. Νίκες που τον καιρό που ήρθε ο Παπασταύρου. Ας τούτο διόριστο. Μπορεί να σε ξεγελάσει που το πουθενά. Και defensively we have improved since he came. It's a big thing. But again, we can get caught at the same time.
Yeah. Όπως είπες, ήταν ένας φίλος σου που έλεγε όταν η Ομόνοια έχει the favorites tag, it doesn't work. It's actually bad for them. Αφού χωρί να μου γίνει και στο τελικό πέρσι, εντάξει, που έδεραμε ένα ΑΕΛ μες στο τελικό, we were favorites, but to get to the final, we wasn't favorites because we had to play Apoel that year. I think we played Paphos in the semi-final, and we didn't play that great, but we still won. So maybe we're going to do the same again to Paphos on Thursday.
Yeah. Our results have improved with the smaller teams where we've been favorites. That's the good thing. And εντάξει, πώς να τα έπαιζε, érαμε την ΑΕΚ, στο παλιά με τα Αποέλ. Και ο νίκες. Και τα Πάφο.
Με την ΑΕΚ. Yeah.
ΑΕΚ και Πάφο. Με τον Αναστασίο εννοώ.
ΑΕΚ, 2 times, Paphos.
Ναι.
Forget it. Sorry, I thought you meant the whole season. Yeah.
Ναι, εντάξει, όλη η χρονιά, ναι, δέραμε και 3-4 από την τέρπιση. 3 τουλάχιστον. For me, ρε πέλε, σου πω αλήθεια. I was very disappointed with the manager yesterday. For me, he lost us the win. We didn't lose, but, you know, έφυγε τούτο να δέρεις, ας πούμε, έφυγε η νίκη που ατσερκάσου. Γιατί επειδή δεν έκαμε αλλαγές και που πρέπει.
I know.
Και για μένα που πρέπει να κάνει τις αλλαγές, πρέπει να κάνει πριν το πέναλτι Πάφου ή μετά που κάνει το πέναλτι Πάφος, για να φρεσκάρει την ομάδα του, να μην έχει λάθη μετά η tiredness, επειδή στους wingers που κουραστήκαν, που δεν μπορούσαν ούτε να πάνε μπροστά, ούτε να έρθουν πίσω να μαρκάρουν, χώρες τον Διουκού που έκαμε το λάθος και, όχι, εντάξει, έφυγε του Όρσιτς και έφαγε το τέρμα, λάθος πάλι, αλλά και το πέναλτι που έκανε ο Ράκοβιτς, it's tiredness, ρε πέλε, δηλαδή, αν είσαι tired, σκέφτεσαι που την άλλη. Δεν είσαι full, δεν είσαι την αδρεναλίνη. Και για μένα που έκανε το λάθος, εγώ έκαμε το praise του με την Ομόνια, την 29η που έκανε την αλλαγή και που πρέπει και γύρισε το παιχνί, ενώ ψες ήταν το αντίθετο. Δηλαδή, for me, the blame goes on him that we didn't get the win, because πιστεύω εγώ αν έκαμε τις αλλαγές, μπορούσαν να έρουν και να βάλουν τζάλ ακόμη.
Πάντα σκέφτεσαι,
It's confusing.
Ναι, μπράβο. Σκέφτεσαι πάντα για το ποποδί να είσαι. Δεν καταλαβαίνω να μου κάνει, αλλά τούτη φορά δεν καταλαβαίνω καθόλου. Εντάξει, τα πρώτα 10 λεπτά, ύστερα που ήταν 1-0. Sorry.
You can jump on. Αν θέλεις.
Yeah, but number like it just says this. Anyway.
Ναι, ανοίξε. Μπορεί να μπει, ανοίξε.
Yeah. So when it was after 1-0, που ήταν 1-0, καταλαβαίνω τα πρώτα 10-15 λεπτά γιατί να αλλάξει, it's working. Αλλά ύστερα που ήταν 75th minute, όπως η Ελλάδα σου εχθές, δηλαδή μου ο αδερφός μου, λέει, δεν έκαμε τίποτα αλλαγή τους άνθρωπος. Why? I don't know. Yeah, we learned our lesson very well, so
Yeah.
I don't get it either. Like, can he not trust Masura just for a little bit? Oh, the quad is on.
The quad is on. It is.
Hi.
Hi. Guten Tag.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend. Sorry.
Guten Abend. Wie geht's? Alles klar? Ja?
Sprechen
Sie Deutsch? Bisschen? Ja? Okay. Alles gut. I thought I'd keep you lot company. You kept me company for a couple of hours last night.
Yeah. No, thank you, bro.
Everybody's more than welcome. Yeah.
You're beginning to sound like Omonoia. Everyone's welcome, including rapists. Oops. Allegedly.
Actually, on Thursday, we had somebody who I work with, and he was from Nepal, and he's been bugging us for ages to go to a game, and he went to that one. So he might be camera shy to come on, but it'll be interesting to ask him what he felt, because he looked like he enjoyed himself. Yeah, he did say the game was shit, especially the first half. But in terms of
did you just say it's from Nepal?
Yeah, Nepal. Yeah.
India.
Well, Nepal, not India.
Yeah. Where was Nepal?
Coast
India.
India.
Mongolia, India,
Nepal, it's India. No?
No, Nepal's a different state, man. It's a different
I
country.
don't fucking know. It's in South Asia somewhere.
Yeah.
It's close to India, isn't it?
Yeah, Mongolia,
India,
Pakistan.
Yeah. They're bordering with India and China.
India, Nepal. Yeah, okay. Well, it's within India, but it's a. Let's have a look. Nepal. It's his own place. I thought it was just a fucking city in India. Fuck me. See, this is why I don't go to these places. Rah. Okay. The Earth is big. Tibet is massive. Sorry. Carry on.
Yeah.
No,
that's the largest mountain.
To be honest, though, like moving to Cyprus, I don't think I met any Nepalis in the UK. So here it's been like, for me, a culture shock how many I've met in this short space of time. But yeah, he came with us.
Is calling them Nepalis a derogatory term?
No, it's not.
No, you sure?
No. Yeah,
because you know Pakistanis in England, if you call them a certain P, then that's
that's a bit different.
Unless you call him Neps, that might be
derogatory. No, I don't like.
Nepis? Are you a Nepi?
If you're speaking about somebody who is from Nepal to a Nepalese guy, and you say he's from Nepal, he's Nepalese. I think that's the right word.
So how would you offend him?
Huh?
How would you offend him? What would you call him to offend him? Indian? I apologize. I apologize if I've done that. Sorry. My geography is shit.
To be honest, they don't get on, but I think a lot of it is like, you meet some Greek Cypriots who don't like Turkish Cypriots, but then there's the other side of it where there's a lot of people that don't give a shit. So it depends who you're talking to, I suppose.
Politics.
Yep.
Bless my cousin. He sent me this message this evening, right? And he goes, "Oh, this appeared on my Twitter timeline." I'm like, "What is it?" And he showed me this tweet from some news agency in Pakistan. He goes, "Yeah, the Pakistanis identify the north of Cyprus as the Turkish Republic." And he goes, "What fucking idiots! I hate them." I'm like, "Bro, Pakistan and Turkey have been allies for decades. Like, what are you talking about? Like, is this a surprise? Water is wet." What? Sorry, we're getting political now. Sorry. Carry on. Lowered the tone completely.
The point of that was to say, like, it seemed like he enjoyed himself. The second half was a better game to watch, but the first half was dog shit. But anyway, that was his first ever game he's ever been to, so I suppose that's something interesting for him. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Nice. And he's a Chelsea fan, so I don't know if that's bad or that's good or.
Malaga, do you know what? What you should do? I'm sure you've seen it in the past. There's been a lot of Africans working in Cyprus, and some of them end up working with Omonoia fans, and they teach them Omonoia songs. You should teach them some Omonoia songs. Record them and put them on Twitter or what's it called, Instagram. Tag the club. They'll make him famous.
Yeah.
You know what? If they're smart, they'll call him up and say, "Right, create an Omonoia supporters club in Nepal and see how many millions of fans you can get buying shirts."
Αντισυστήματα του ΑΠΟΕΛ και χωρούν φανέλες της Ομόνοιας.
Really?
Ναι. Που βγάλουν βίντεο, ξέρω εγώ, ή τραγουδούν συστήματα της Ομόνοιας ή συστήματα κατά το ΑΠΟΕΛ.
Yeah, I've heard there's one guy. I've got quite a few of them on my phone somewhere, but anyway. Sorry.
But yeah, the game itself, where were we, Stefano? We were talking about the first half. We said this yesterday as well. Still, I felt like we actually defended better than we did against them at Paphos Stadium. Second half, we opened up a little bit. We got the penalty, but yeah, that was where we left off, innit, Stefano? Talking about I don't understand his. The substitutions never made sense to me. But look, it's half time. My brother's kind of like you still. He was saying to me, "I've got a bad feeling that we're gonna get trashed because we didn't see the best of Bathor. We saw decent Bathor, but nowhere near the level where they can rip you apart." So he's genuinely worried that we're gonna get humiliated at the Alpha Mega Stadium. So let's see.
It's possible, I guess. It is possible. Let's
hope
it doesn't come to
that.
Huh?
Who are they playing tomorrow?
Apollo.
Holland at home.
It'll be a tough game for them. It'll be a tough game.
Do you think we'll change? Do you think we'll make changes tomorrow?
Yeah.
Εμείς, ναι ρε, σχεδόν όλοι ομάδα. Σχεδόν όλοι.
Who would take the centre back to who would you rest at centre back when you've got Harlander? But who else have you got to rest?
I'd rest the whole back line, man. Rest the whole back line.
Simic. Yeah. Να βάλεις τον Μασούρα, βάλεις τον Κίτσο, να βάλεις κέντρο, να βάλεις άλλον κέντρο, άλλη επίθεση. Εντάξει. Που την άλλη να θέλεις να βάλεις και τους σε μια φάση βάλει την βασική για rhythm, το momentum, αλλά ετικά θα πρέπει φρεσκαρισμένοι, τουλάχιστον. Πρέπει να έχουμε έναν balance τουλάχιστον. Αλλά παραπάνω πρέπει να ξεκουραστεί σχεδόν.
I think he's going to go Inga Britson wide right, going to give Loizo a rest. I think he's going to go Musialowski as a 10. I think he's going to go Bezos as an 8. This is a game where you can afford to rest a lot of players. I'm not saying that Omonoia and Paphos is shit, but they're in a really bad run of form at the moment. Really bad run of form.
And they open up spaces as well. Like the first time we played them, we have better space. So yeah, Alium would play. Probably like Kabulis or Stebisky. Depends. I think Stebisky might because he didn't play on Thursday.
Look, you put Musialowski as a 10, Stepinski up front, 2 Polish lads, they speak the same language, was no problem.
Yeah, the chemistry will be amazing.
Still, what do you think of this comment? Like, do you think he's going to go 100%, or do you think he's not going to go? He will sign.
I think he's going to go, mate. I think he's going to go. Put it this way. He's in a really good run of form at the moment. He was outstanding against Buffalo. Absolutely outstanding. I mean, I did the analysis on Patreon. Yeah. And I couldn't... when I was doing the editing and chopping bits out, I didn't realize how much running he did. There was one instance where he's got the ball and he's brought the ball in the box and he's cut inside and they've won the ball off him. And he's run back 60 yards to track back and to make a challenge. And the ball's gone back to Fabian. I'm like, it didn't surprise me. But at the same time, you're thinking, crikey, you know, if he does go, he's going to be a big loss no matter what we say. No matter what we say. The only way it won't be a big loss is if we don't replace him. Sorry, if we replace him with a better player. The fact is, he's going to be worth something. I don't know how much the club is going to want for him, but you know, you got to let him go. If he wants to go, you got to let him go. I'm sorry, I'm done with this mentality where it's like, oh, if he doesn't want to be here, then get rid of him. Okay, fine. If he doesn't want to be here, let him go. But for his own career. And okay, you could say, well, Johnny left and he hasn't really done anything. He's playing now for a mid-table team in Romania. For me, that's irrelevant. At least he's had the opportunity to go. And yeah, Loizo had the opportunity at Heerenveen. But that was a much bigger level, man. That's a first division Dutch team.
MLS.
But no, it's not. And don't forget, when was the last time a Cypriot player went to a big club like Heerenveen or PSV or who? Baba Vasiliou went to Newcastle back in 92, wasn't it? 92, 93?
Yeah.
Was it 93, 94, 93, 94?
O casi da Celta Vigo, não faz. O casi da Celta Vigo, não faz.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So that's 2 out of how many?
Man, boy. Ο Αλονεύτης είπε η Γερμανία, μια φάση.
Yeah, but what division? Second or third?
I think it was second.
Right.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Even if he doesn't go on to, like, he goes to a bigger club, but doesn't really play, just the experience, just to give them that, like, he's got to try anyway, you know. How much are they learning from this country? Let's be honest. That's the sad thing about it.
But this is it. Look at this way. Put it this way, right? That Hefte Vidal came to Cyprus. He played for Apoel for a season, and he was practically in and out of the team. Next thing you know, it's at Glasgow Rangers, and now they're talking about him possibly joining Chelsea in the summer.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, he's been very good for them. He's been one of the best players this season. What I've heard.
So
it's been immense. Yeah.
Anyway.
Εντάξει ρε, είχες και John Pushes μαζί του μου καλοκαίρι, δεν ξέρω να μπορεί να γίνει παραπάνω, είχαν το γραμμένο, τον αντάλλο και έμεινε στο τέλος. He committed himself δαμέ τουλάχιστον για να μείνει και να δει τι μπορεί να κάνει καλύτερο που δαμέ έτσι. Έμεινε το Γενάρη, τα ακούε του για να πάει κάπου, κάποιες ομάδες ενδιαφερθήκαν, αλλά δεν είναι ο ίδιος χελαφείο ή τίποτε. όπως αν πέρσι το Γενάρη. Άρα έμεινε, ήταν 100% committed, ασχέτως να που γίνει, και τώρα he's one of our best players. Και να πάει, τώρα δεν έχουν κανένα θέμα.
Stefano, have you not realized there's something that has just dawned on me, which no one is even talking about? Do you remember when in the summer we played pre-season and then we signed Zion and they took the number 10 off Loizo and they gave him the 75? They didn't. He wasn't even in the squad for a bit, remember? So that's another situation where it's like everyone's forgotten it. No one's asking the questions like what happened for him, because he should still be wearing the number 10. He should still be wearing that. Why did Adzili get the number 10? Why? Why did they take off Loizo to give it to Adzili? Was that in Adzili's contract? I doubt it.
To punish him?
What? For what?
Yeah.
For what? Why would they punish him?
We don't know. I don't know, because of his behavior. I don't know why.
What behavior? He played the preseason games. He didn't.
Yeah.
From what I saw, he wasn't throwing a strop on the pitch. So what was it?
Μπορεί να γίνουν πράγματα στο contract του ή απλά να κάνουν παραπάνω persuade να έρθει ο Ατσίλη. Ξέρετε να το πούμε το 10.
Nah, I don't think so.
That's the thing. With footballers, though, you can never win, because if you bitch and moan and you're passionate and you're doing this and that, you get told that, stop being a crybaby. But if you just zip it and just keep going, then everyone's like, well, this guy doesn't really care, sort of thing. So you can never win, man. That's a way of looking at it. Definitely. Like I remember the amount of times Alexis Sanchez used to get into fucking huffs and puffs and stuff like that. But there was a lot of fans that actually agree with him, and a lot of fans were like, "No, stop doing that. It's annoying." But I don't mind Luis's attitude. I don't mind it, because I don't know if you remember, still, there was a point in the game where he got the ball and the goalkeeper was slightly off his line, not like to. And I said to my brother straight, he's got the fucking arrogance to try it, and he did try it, but it was a shit shot. Yeah. So I remember that just because I know that if it was any other player, they would not have bothered. They would have passed it. But he's got that confidence about him that he will do certain things and he will try certain things. I don't know. I think it'll be a shame, but he has to go anyway. Like even Gakpo at the summer, like yes, it was sad that if he was going to go, blah blah blah, but they have to go and actually experience different football cultures.
Of course, man, it's for the development, and this is the problem. It's like you guys said. What's he going to learn staying in Cyprus? What's he going to learn? And I'm sorry again. Our club is probably the worst. Probably the worst when it comes to, treating young players well. It's probably the worst. And it's disappointing because I know a couple of, I'm not going to mention any names, but I know a couple of coaches that have been at youth level for a while at the club, and they're getting very, very frustrated with the way that things are done because they're working their asses off. They want to see these players play. They want to see them given their opportunities. And then when they start doing well, all of a sudden it's like, well, we just because we're a Cypriot team, we don't want to be bullied. All right, well, they wanted 2.5 million for Loizo, 3 years ago? He wasn't worth that. Wasn't worth that.
Never
wasn't worth that. But again, they live in this cloud cuckoo land, They see these 18, 19-year-old players being sold for 30, 40 million. They think, oh, well, he's just as good as them. No, mate, you're playing with Brathlima.
Nowhere near that.
No, man, no.
It's arrogant.
There was actually something I was going to ask you last week, but I forgot still. And this is about going back to the January transfer window, or even just transfers in general. Why is it that certain clubs seem to get it done so quickly compared to other clubs? Did they have all these stuff done before and stuff like that? Because, obviously being an Arsenal fan, you always question it, thinking, why do they leave it until the last minute? Because it just seems like a PR spin. That's what it seems like. And is it really that difficult sometimes to get hold of a player? And is there so much more involved that we don't see as fans? Hence why I'm asking you, because you obviously work in football and stuff like that. So I just wanted to ask you that question.
Look, it depends on a lot of things, man. You know, I could go on all day about the January transfer window. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it because for me, a club that brings in a player in January is either desperate because they just need players, or they've sold players or have long-term injuries. Now, us was the former. We were desperate. Lang left. Okay, and you could say, well, yeah, we needed the replacement. Yeah, well, we could have got rid of Lang in the summer. We could have gone in the summer.
Πρέπει να φύγει, που την αρχή του καλοκαιρικού.
Could have gone in the summer. Silly, we shouldn't have even signed him in the first place. So I'm not even talking about that one. He left even before the window opened. Right? Who else left? Simic. All right. The Simic one makes sense because obviously his contract was up. They got a good offer for him financially. Let him go. Okay, fine. And to be honest, he's probably on more money in Turkey. So, okay, fine. Let him go. But I don't like the transfer window. But when I look at, I'll give it. Okay, here's another one, Tom. Right, I'm going to spin it on you. Right, you look at IL this January. Okay, they brought in 4 players, and I don't think any one of them are any good. Not one of them will make a difference to them, and they haven't made any difference at all. They haven't scored in 8 games. And do you know what? For a club that hasn't scored, okay, that was what, 3 games, right? That when the window opened, it'd been 5 games without a goal. They didn't sign one striker. They let a striker go, but they didn't sign one striker. They signed this Z Turbo guy that's a forward. He's not a centre forward. He's not going to get you goals. Like he's not a bagsman. They brought in this German forward from Hoffenheim who hadn't played in about 4 or 5 months. His injury record is all over the fucking place. So that's desperation. But at the same time, it's bad management because the players that they signed in the summer clearly weren't good enough. So they're trying to right their wrongs, but they're doing it the wrong way, completely the wrong way. Whereas with us, they knew that Simic was out of contract in the summer. Okay, offer came in, let him go. They knew that Adam Lang wasn't going to get games. They could have got rid of him in the summer and brought in a central defender and have him ready for the whole season, rather than us panicking to bring in Simic. Okay? And again, no disrespect to Simic. He might turn out to be a really good player for us. You know, he came from Garmiodisa, and everyone's saying, well, you know, why are we signing players that Ebibedo? Well, he's played for AC Milan, so he's got to be pretty decent, or half decent at least. Right? Perhaps being at Garmiodisa, you're being bombarded with, you know, attackers, and you're playing a very defensive system, so you're going to be doing more work and making more mistakes. I get it. Maybe at Omonoia it's going to be different. I don't know. But when you're signing a player on deadline day, and we're talking about the final hours, we're not talking like literally first thing in the morning we've announced him. It's like in the evening, 6 o'clock Cyprus time. And I'm thinking, are you lot fucking crazy? And then what they do, they get Dosho in front of the camera to asking questions. What Dosho probably knew nothing about him, because I don't think Dosho wanted him.
He was confused.
Bro, do you know what? When you have gut feelings about something, more often than not, you go with your gut. Yeah, for me, like I can bring it up. That's the gut feeling I have. I can feel the sick in my throat. I'm thinking he didn't want him. He wasn't the guy. So they've chucked him in front of camera and just like, I blag it. And you could tell he was blagging it because, like, well, he's right-footed. Yeah, you know, he's got experience.
Yeah, he played for AC Milan.
Yeah, and then they showed the fucking video montage, right, of Simic making tackles or whatever. And there was one goal that he scored in. Or he's a centre-back. But the one goal that he scored, they showed it 6 times. I'm like, what are you lot doing? They're just trying to fill time.
Όχι μόνο γκολ που βάλε, και το κάθε tackling που κάνουν δείχναν το 4-5 φορές τουλάχιστον.
Malaga, let me tell you something. Okay, let's just say, for example, they knew from 10 o'clock in the morning that they were going to sign him. They had until 6 o'clock in the evening to sign him. So that's 8 hours. They couldn't have picked up the phone to someone at Sidavic and say, listen, I know it's short notice, but you guys have got archives. Send us all the Garmiodesa games from this week. I mean, all you have to do is go on Transfermarkt, look at all the games that he's played for Garmiodesa, and say, I need this game, this game, this game, and this game, and just clip bits of him, and then put a video montage that you could do it. But no, they went on YouTube And they typed in Simic, because you could do it yourself. Type in this image on YouTube, and one of the fucking highlights video, they basically copied it. They just screen recorded it and put on the fucking thing.
Ναι, πολλές φορές που το κάνω. Δηλαδή, για back forwards, για όποια μεταγραφή.
Okay, I get it. But I get it, because if that's the only way you got it. But there's something called Y-Scout. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. Ever heard of it? No? Y-Scout is a bit of software that you pay maybe $2,000 a year, depending on whether it's a business account or personal account, whatever, yeah? And it's a database of all the players, or most of the players around the world, and they give you clips of these players, right? So if, for example, Omonoia against Paphos, you want to look for Semedo, for example, Y-Scout will have clips of Semedo, just like clips of him, right? So you can get those things. And I'm pretty certain Omonoia have Y-Scout. Because, you know, unless... Well, then again, Tribalism was spotted in a coffee shop watching YouTube looking at plays on YouTube. So maybe they don't have Y-Scout. I don't know. So again, this is what I'm saying. But the thing is, this is the long answer to your question, Tom. But with what I've noticed with Cyprus, when dealing with Cyprus and various agents, you have X amount of agents in Cyprus, and you have X amount of agents that want to do business in Cyprus. And I've had, on numerous occasions, I've had random players messaging me out of the blue, I still got your number off so-and-so. I hear that you've got links in Cyprus. I want to go to Cyprus. I'm like, well, show me your transfer mark. Show me your CV. And I look at it and I'm like, you ain't going to fucking do nothing. But these players somehow end up at Salamina and Apollon and this and that. And then when a few days later, after the window closes, after the deal is done, you're on Instagram just scrolling, and then it goes suggested for you, and it gives you this Cyprus football agent. You click on his profile, and fucking he's the guy that's like brokered the move. So more often than not, if you've got a friend, a Barea, a Meso in Cyprus, you could take any player there. There's one agent, I'm not going to say his name, one agent in particular, I haven't spoken to him in a while actually. I had a player and he goes to me, well, send me his transfer mark. I'm like, okay, fine. And he goes, how much does he want salary? I said, well, I don't know yet, but I'll find out. He goes, well, listen, you find out. In the meantime, I'll find him a club. I said, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, I'll just call this president and get him in there. I'm like, what? That easy? He goes, yeah. And I believe him, because the more I see it, the more I believe it.
Well, I mean, like this Norwegian guy, like Pedro made a comment saying that he's not going to slag him off or crucify him because it's not fair. We haven't seen him play. And then somebody was commenting on the video saying, yeah, but guys, he's come from the second division of Norway, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't look great.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He hasn't come from the second division. His side got relegated, but he hasn't played in the second division. He was in the relegation team. And in fact, statistically, he was one of their best players.
Right. Let me see.
But again, it's narratives. It's narratives that people spin, bro. This is the thing. They see the name of the team. They look at transfer like, oh, they're a second division team. Well, the season hasn't started yet. They've just got relegated. Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, you've never seen the bloke play, but yet you're judging him on what? Judging him on what?
Clips, he looked this. Clips, να μπραφανεί ο Μέση. Όχι ο παίχτη. Αλλά είδα ότι ένας παίχτης που μπορεί να πασάρει και πιο ποκέ, μπορεί να τριπλάρει και πιο ποκέ και μπορεί να σουτάρει πιο ποκέ. This is making να δούμε τα σενάρια και πόσο impact να κάνει.
Until he does anything on the pitch, we can't judge him, okay? We can't. And this is, okay, I've made mistakes like that before, okay? You know, okay, maybe he's going to be a dud. Maybe. You never know. But to be honest, is it a gamble? Really and truly, is it a gamble? I don't think he's on big wages. He's come on a free transfer. And if he's no good, he'll go. It's that simple. Because this is what this club does.
Basically, I'm not going to say who put this comment. I just wanted to express my sadness about the current situation with Omonoia transfers 30th of January, Money announced just one player in the place of Simic. This is obviously before the other Simic game. The highest this player's played it was in Norway second tier, and they even kicked him out. So he's obviously got his facts wrong. And Petro, believe it or not, he is useless. Bro, he's 28 years old. The best team he ever played for was a team worse than Camionisa.
Okay, let's do this now. Okay, let's do this. He's played for Tromsø, which is a pretty big team in Norway. He's played for Gothenburg, which is the team that wanted Gagulli. And then he played for a team called Odd, and then they got relegated. Okay, so what? He played for a team that got relegated. How many players have played for a team that got relegated, ended up being sold at the end of the season, and they've gone on to do good stuff?
Many.
Again, it's narratives. If he was shit, would he have represented Norway from under 21s right the way through to under 15s? If he was shit.
No.
No, but that reminds me of the argument Jamie Redknapp was having with Roy Keane, when Roy Keane was saying, playing for your country doesn't make a good player. So I don't know if that's true or not. To be honest, I think that's a bit harsh.
Well, look, I just think that.
Hello.
I just think that there's a lot of people that are very, very angry with the club's transfer activity, and when a player is signed that no one really knows, immediately they're going to start flying off one. And it doesn't help that you see Buffer bringing in Sema on deadline day, and Orsic and Ari bringing in the lad that scored the winner against Ajax for Riga. Okay, but let's get it right. If this player comes, no one knew who Simic was. No one knew who he was. Okay, and for the first 4 or 5 months of Omonoia, he was dog shit. We didn't. Even I was saying, who is this guy? Who is he? And then all of a sudden, something clicked, and he's one of the best players. And then he leaves, and everyone fucking flies off on one. Roman Bezos. How long did it take him to fucking kickstart his career on Omonoia? How long did it take him?
The link is in the
link is there, Pedro.
Yeah, join us.
And good.
But how long did it take Bezos to show what he could do? He didn't do anything for half a season. Right, and then he started playing, and then we're like, okay, fair enough. So this is what I'm saying. Just give the lad a chance. Look. We signed Brandon Barker, and I said the moment we signed, I was like, don't sign him. He's got an injury record as long as my fucking arm, right? And my mate used to coach him at Man City, and he said, still, like, he was getting hamstring injury. Don't try and find someone at the club and tell him not to sign him, yeah? And you know what? He started off okay. Pre-season with Lesiak on the left-hand side, he was decent. And then the injuries started, and the injuries carried on. And then Yannick came in, and you got a tune out of him a bit, and afterwards, that was it, done. That was it. It was done. Couldn't do it anymore. So it's all well and good saying, well, Ingebrigtsen ain't going to be a good player. Well, have you seen him play? Have you physically seen him play for 90 minutes? Have you seen him run? Have you seen him track back? Have you seen him win it? I've never done this. I've never seen 90 minutes of him, so I can't judge. But I'm not going to turn around and say, well, we got rid of Simic and we brought in this guy and he's rubbish. Based on what? I very much doubt there is one person in Cyprus that has actually seen this guy play for 90 minutes. One. And even if they have done, I bet they've not even noticed that it was him on the pitch. I bet they couldn't name him. Maybe they went to Norway on holiday and they decided to catch a game and they saw, oh, look, Tromsø are playing. I'm going to go watch Tromsø. Why not? Because people do that. And Ingebrigtsen's on the pitch and they didn't even notice him because... Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even on that chance alone, I don't think anyone has actually seen this lad play, but he's rubbish. But this is on the club, and I'll tell you why it's on the club, because the way that they fucked around, and they keep on fucking around, and people get pissed off. It's like I said on the pod, when the fans were fighting in the stadium, that's on the club, because they have allowed this to happen. They block people on Facebook when you have an opinion that they don't like. So that pisses people off. And then they say, oh, no, come to the games. Come to the games. They put out crap on social media to mock the fans. I remember a few weeks ago, which game was it? The game against with Ari, the disallowed goal.
The disallowed goal.
And at the beginning of the season, I'm not criticizing the social media team because they need to put out content, right? They need to put out content. I get it, right? At the beginning of the season, Malaga, at the beginning of the season, right? After pre-season do you remember this? In the pre-season in Poland, they released a video on Omonia's best goals. We didn't score a goal in pre-season. They showed the disallowed ones. So all of these things, they and then you got the letters in public to the CFA. This about the referees. Okay, I get it, right? But then it's like 11,500 season ticket holders. Omonoia TV. We've got Basca coming soon. Buy your fucking Easter eggs. Buy the mugs. They're going to sell mugs with Easter eggs because they always do that in the, what they call lambades, is that what they call them? Is that what they call them? The candles? Yeah. They're going to sell those as well because they do that every year. They are mugging fans off. And you have this side of fans that are just like, okay, this is our club, we love our club no matter what. And you got this side of fans that are like, fuck this shit, we've been taken for a ride. And what happens when positive and negative come together? Oil and water. They don't get along.
Does anyone know why they were fighting? Because I just couldn't understand it. Like how it just
because
went.
Someone said that Ingebrigtsen should come off the bench, and someone went spastic. I don't know. Fuck knows,
Honestly, man, I don't know if there was any news on it, but it looked so ridiculous. And at that point, Paphos were just taking the piss out of us. And I said to my brother, I would do the same if I was Paphos' shoes. I would take the piss as well. It just looked ridiculous in that corner.
It's mad.
What you prefer? Είμαστε το πιο divided fan base μες στην Κύπρο. Ένας εμποά, άλλος εμποά. Εν έγιναν όλοι στην ίδια σελίδα. Όλοι στο ίδιο. Και το μου πέστε, η Ομόνοια πας στον το κομμάτι. Επειδή η Ομόνοια πάντα ήταν ομάδα με divided fan base. Ήμασταν γενομένοι όλοι μαζί. Το παλιό. Ήμασταν όλοι ενωμένοι. Και τον καιρό που είχαμε χρέη ήμασταν όλοι ενωμένοι. Ακόμα. Ήμασταν είμαστε στο ενένια δίσκο support the team no matter what. Ενώ τώρα επειδή έχουν τα ριάγια, έχουν το ένα τ' άλλο, ξέρω εγώ, αλλά πάλι περιπέζουν μας. Και δείχνουν και μπορούν καλύτερα, αλλά δεν προσπαθούν.
Stefano, I'm just going to tell it like it is, yeah? And I'm sorry if this upsets people. But the people that are most vocal about their support for the club isn't just because they love the club, because they have an ulterior motive. Okay, either they're linked with the Somadeo or the Digisi, or they're linked with a political party, or there's something there. There's something there. There's a fucking Greek center in Wood Green, yeah, and there's a left-wing newspaper. They print shit in there, right, for the UK Cypriots, and they're always at Omonoia events. The Omonoia Youth 30th anniversary. They were there recently, right? And I'm seeing that. I'm like, do you know what? This stinks. It absolutely fucking stinks. Absolutely fucking stinks. Because these people are connected with people at a political party and they're connected with the club. And whenever there's a banquet or whenever there's a fucking meeting, or like whenever, like, for example, Omonoia are playing, you know, a European game and one guy from a certain newspaper is available there and he's giving interviews, why does he fucking get press passes? Why? Because in that little community center, it's all fucking left-wing nonsense. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's bullshit. The majority of these people that fucking talk great about the club and this and that, they're either diehard supporters that know nothing else but Omonoia, or they support Omonoia and they've got a fucking ulterior motive and they're making something out of it one way, shape or form. I'm sorry. It's bollocks. But don't get me wrong. It's the same with Anorthosi. It's the same with AEL. It's the same with Apollon. It's all the same for these fucking Cypriot clubs.
Επειδή όλοι έχουν politicals. It's
ridiculous. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I don't know, still. I kind of not like it because it shouldn't be in football, but it does feel more tribal in that sense. So, like, I don't know. I get it, like what you're trying to say. They shouldn't be involved in it, and that's the problem. But
when you say tribal, in what sense? In what sense, though?
Like being like if you're supporting Omonoia and you're a left wing person, there's more of more understanding why you're going to support Omonoia. Don't get me wrong, like you're going to find fans that don't give a shit about it, but there's some fans that they're not going to support Apoel if they're left wing, and that's how it is.
No, I get it. I get it. But what my point is, listen, you can support whichever political party you want. You can follow the fucking LGBTQ plus rainbow fucking party for all I give a shit. Yeah. But the fact, but the fact is, right? As I said, some of the people that are most vocal about their support for the club are the ones that are gaining something from it. It may not even be financially. It might be gaining access to players for interviews. It might be gaining free merchandise. It might be getting free tickets. It might be just the I don't know, to be able to say, the Brosobo, to say, oh, I've got my links with Omonoia because listen, I could go on all day. There's one particular person, I'm not going to fucking mention his name, right? And this has got nothing to do with Omonoia. There's one particular person who lives in the UK and he doesn't fucking speak Greek, doesn't really give a shit about his heritage, but he'll go to Cyprus to do business. But that's only because his dad has got a messer at various clubs and he does business with them that way. How the fuck he communicates, I don't know. How the fuck he does it, I don't know. But this is how it is. In Cyprus, just like the rest of the world, it's not what you know, it's who you know, and how well you know them. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Don't care what anyone says. Fuck it. Come at me, bro.
No, I agree. I mean, they need to sort it out, sort of thing. But I don't think it'll ever change.
It's never going to change. It's only going to change it's only going to change if a foreign owner comes and buys the club and says, "I'm doing things my way," and if you don't like it, fuck off. If I won the Euro Millions, 64 million, I would buy that fucking club. I would buy that fucking club and say, everyone else that's involved, you can fuck off. I'm doing things my way. Fuck right off. And I tell you what, I'll do a damn sight better than these fucking mugs. Damn sight better. Damn sight better. I wouldn't need to worry about little agents getting involved. Yeah. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about this sponsor. I'll tell the sponsor to fuck off as well. You don't want to sponsor us? Fuck off. I'll get bigger sponsors. I'll make connections with other clubs. Send our youth players there to get some experience. I'll do everything the right way.
Before I ask Petro, like, how's he doing everything? Still, like, because I remember reading stories about, and sorry to bring back to Arsenal, but Arsenal never liked having like super agents involved in the clubs and stuff like that. Do you agree with that, or do you think it should be how, like, that's the way football is, basically?
Well, listen, Arsene Wenger shouldn't be talking about super agents when, he was basically picking the best youngsters from academies and, these young African players and just taking them who didn't have agents at the time. Probably, I suspect, putting them with agents that he knows.
Right. Okay.
It happens, bro. Look at Ravel Morrison. Ravel Morrison, again, this is something what I heard. Ravel Morrison was at West Ham and Sam Allardyce was the head coach at the time. And Allardyce said to him, look, come with my agent. And Ravel said no. Because he said no, they fucked him off. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens, man. Even in the big leagues, it happens.
Anyway. All right, Beto. How are we doing? Πώς είμαστε?
Καταλάβετε τι με γιώναμε?
Γεια.
Ναι ρε Στέλη, τι ρε άλλο.
I recognize him.
Ποιος είναι?
Αν θέλει έχει 10 λεπτά που είμαι και που τσογράψετε με ούλοι.
Hey, you can wait another 10 minutes. I'm not done. That's the F, don't worry.
I know. Είστε καλά?
Καλά.
Καλά.
Egyptians, isn't it?
No.
You call yourself a fan, ρε. Κυρία Λέησο.
Πού το
Έχει 3 μέρες. Έχει 2 μέρες είμαι Πάφο, ήρθα για διακοπές με τη γυναίκα και το μωρό και ήρθα Πάφο να γλιτώσω και αύριο να πάω δουλειά στην Πάφο. Άρα στην τύχη.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun.
Ναι, very fun. Πολύ χρυσοχού. Anyway. Because...
Wait, then I was going to say to you, what do you think of the game? Blah, blah, blah. Carry on anyway.
I was going to talk about the game anyway. Because I didn't see the pot from the beginning. Or yesterday they were chopped this and doing that. What did you guys say about the game? What was your opinion about the game?
Well, we played better than we did last time in terms of defending because they didn't really have many chances. Paphos. The only thing I agreed with you, I was happy. I don't think he played well, but I don't think it was just his fault. I don't think they were supporting him enough. I think the midfield was losing the ball cheaply, and I think the obviously forward players were losing the ball quite easily. In terms of the first half, Petro, let's be honest, it wasn't a great game. Second half, the pass from Jovetic to Luisa was beautiful. We got in behind, we got the penalty. Those 10 minutes after the penalty, I thought, yeah, we can probably try and nick another one. But after the 75th minute, why on earth he didn't make any change, no one knows. I don't understand. Estiles Muminima, Dahayadon Hamas, you were saying to me, I just don't understand why he plays him in these games. So you probably have to explain to us, what did you see in Suarez in? Because I thought the first half, defensively, Omonoia were quite good. Diunku, I think, was just tiredness and obviously losing his contact lenses. That fucked him up. Yeah. But yeah, that's it, Petro. I honestly think Dave allow Anastasio for this because why not make a change? Why not fresh it up a bit? So that's my opinion of the game. I think we played well defensively, but going forward, I wish we were a bit braver and actually did something with the ball.
Όταν παίζουν αντίον έτσι ομάδες, Παφού, Άρη, ΑΕΚ, ξέρω από ελ. Ο λόγος που θέλω εγώ τον Κίτσο, είπα το, και τον Μασούρα, είπα τον Οτσαβό πολλές φορές, είναι ότι οι αντίπαλες ομάδες, τούτες οι συγκεκριμένες, οι winger τους, είναι πολλά γλίωροι και πολλά δυνατοί. Ο Χαμάς είναι πολλά αργός και πολλά δυνατός, σώμα με σώμα. Ο Κίτσος μπορεί να βγει γλίωρα μπροστά και να επιστρέψει γλίωρα πίσω. Ο Χαμάς δεν μπορεί, γιατί είναι αργός παίχτης. Δεν είναι γλίωρας παίχτης. Δεν έπαιξε ένα σχήμα ο Χαμάς εχθές. Don't take me wrong. Αλλά τις φάσεις που μπορούσε να βγει Κίτσος γλίωρα μπροστά, δεν μπορούσε ο Χαμάς. Είτε να πάει, είτε να έρθει πίσω. Γιατί είναι πολλά πιο γλίωρος ο Κίτσος. Δεύτερο, γιατί ήθελα τον Μασούρα, γιατί ο Ντιογκού παίζει συνέχεια. Και αύριο να παίξει. Και την Πέμπτη να παίξει, γιατί είναι τραυματίας ο Μασούρας. Το να βάλεις τον Μασούρα στο 92, δεν μπορώ να καταλάβω τι διαφορά έκαμε. Βάλουμε το από την αρχή, να ξεκουραστεί ο Ντιογκού, για να μπορεί να παίξει αύριο στο πρωτάθλημα. Εγώ τον Κακουλή, ναι, ήθελα τον, γιατί ναι, όπως είπες, δεν ήταν επικίνδυνος, αλλά ήθελα τον γιατί μόνο ο Κακουλής μπορούσε να γίνει επικίνδυνος σε αντεπιθέσεις. Δεν μπορούσε να γίνει και ένας άλλος. Ο τρόπος που παίζαμε, ο Στεπίσκι θα ήταν καθόλου χρήσιμος. Γιατί η μάπα είναι πήγαινε μπροστά, μόνο να την σουτάρεις και στη μάπα μπρος, να μπορείς ο Κακουλής να φτάσει. Μόνο έτσι θα δείσκουν επικίνδυνος. Τώρα, για εκείνη τη φάση με τον Διονγκού, έκαμε 3 λάθη μέσα σε 10 δευτερόλεπτα. Μέσα σε 10 δευτερόλεπτα, 3 λάθη. Εν την ήβρε με το σουτ, ήρθε κάτω πάνω του πάλι, εν την ήβρε με την κελέ, και έπιαν την ο αντίπαλος και τάισεν τούτη. Τώρα έφυγαν οι φακοί τους το 75, καρά στο κακό, αν είναι έτσι. Γιατί δεν έφυγαν στο 60. Έφυγαν στο 75, εκεί τη φάση που έπρεπε να διώξει, που ήταν η μάπα στην πλευρά του. Αλλά πάλι φταίει 100% για το τέρμα. 100%. Φακούς ή όχι, φταίει 100%. Έχασε τη μάπα 3 φορές, 3 φάσεις, μέσα σε 10 δευτερόλεπτα. Έγινε κανούλα από τη μερκά του Διονγκού για να χάνουν το τέρμα. Δεν την ήβρε 2 φορές, και τη μια φορά τριπλάρεν τον παίκτης. Εντάξει. Περιμέναμε το παιχνίδι να ήταν έτσι, να κρατούσε η μάπα η Πάφος συνέχεια, αλλά όχι τόσο πολλά. Εντάξει. Τώρα για το second game, I don't know. It's 50-50. It's 50-50, but εντάξει, I don't know. Ελπίζω όμως, εμάς το πρόβλημα μας τώρα που να είναι στο παιχνίδι με την Πάφο, να είναι η δεξιά της άμυνας. Γιατί δεν θα μπορεί να παίξει ο Μασούρας, είναι τραυματίας. Πάλι να παίξει ο Διονγκού. Έπαιξε χτες, να παίξει και αύριο, να παίξει και ξανά την Πέμπτη. It's gonna be a problem.
Μπορούμε να κάνουμε άλλο τζάμι. Έτσι είναι η θέση. Κάναμε άλλο.
Δεν έχουμε, έναν τραυματίας τώρα, Μασούρα.
Όχι, out of position, παίχτη.
Ποιο?
Ξέρω εγώ, βάλε winger, CDM, Κούσουλ.
Δεν ξέρω. Να μας παίξει πολλά η Πάφος από την πλευρά, ρε κοπένια. Από την πλευρά του Διονγκού. Άρα πολλά.
Εκτός, αν έχει support, πιστεύω να έχει που τον κακουλεί, αλλά ο κακουλείς αρβολογίζω, αλλά πόσο support να έχει.
Ναι, μα το Λοΐζο θέλεις να κάνει και επίθεση, και θέλεις το μόνο να στην άμυνα.
Ναι. Εγώ λέω σου που να έρχονται εκείνοι μπροστά και να πρέπει να κάνει έρχεται πίσω ο Λοΐζο. Γιατί έκαναν το πολλά προχτές.
I thought, look, they could go with Bruno at right back and Jaja at right wing again. They might go with Orsic at left wing and Bilea at left back. They might go with Sema on the left wing. You don't know what they're going to do. But the one thing I know they will do is just try and cross that ball in the box as much as they can, because that's what they were doing for the majority of the game. But what pissed me off was the moment Jaja went off and they brought on Orsic and then they missed the penalty and brought on Sema, they were concentrating on our right-hand side and we didn't concentrate on their right-hand side, because Bruno was the only one on that right-hand side. Okay, Dragomir was drifting wide to kind of help out, but defensively we had them. We fucking had them. And I'm saying to myself, bring on Alioum, right? He's stronger and quicker than Semedo. And when you get the chance, hit it over the top into the fucking wide area where Bruno is either going to be or he's going to vacate that position and get Alioum on him. Like, which goal was it? Was it Ael? Was it Ael away when Alioum got it on the flank and he brought it in and he put it in the top corner? Which game was it? It was Ael, yeah? But this is the thing. The game is open. They've made a tactical switch because they're focusing down our fucking right-hand side. You got Orsic and Sema on the left, working together. They got the ball on the right and they're trying to move it to the left-hand side. Yeah. They had nothing down our right-hand side because, all right, before they had 2 wide players, they only had 1. And again, I'm sitting there, I'm watching there, I'm thinking, Malaga, I'm not a fucking coach. And I'm not there. I'm not in front of it. And I can see it. I can see they've got problems. But it's like...
If we had Sofroni, that's what the tactic would have been. Set it up to Semedo.
Well, let's see what Sofroni does tomorrow, yeah? Let's see what he does against him tomorrow.
The way I was watching the game and the problems that we had.
2 minutes, Agua.
Next.
I said that μετά το 65 για μένα χρειάζεται να βγει και ο Μάριτς και ο Εράκοβιτς και να μπει ο Κούσουλος και ο Χάμπος, γιατί κουραστήκαν πολλά. Χάσαμε το κέντρο. Κουράστηκε πολλά ο Μάριτς και ο Εράκοβιτς. Ήταν και οι 2 σχεδόν εκτός τόπου και χρόνου. Ναι, έπρεπε να βγουν και έπρεπε να μπει και ο Αλιούμ πιο γλύωρα. Γιατί έφτιαναν πολλά ψηλά και ήταν να βρεις καινούς πολλά καινούς χώρους. Δεν ήταν άσχημος ο Σεμέδο, δεν ήταν άσχημος ο Σεμέδο, αλλά άλλο να μπαίνει κάποιος πιο ξεκουραστός και άλλο να παίζει ο ίδιος για 90 λεπτά. Τώρα γιατί δεν έκαμε αλλαγές, Θεός η ψυχή του.
Και το θέμα είναι, ρε Πέτρο, ο Αναστασίου εν πολλούς που αρέσκει τους like for like που λαλούν στην Αγγλία, τα is substitutions. So, ήταν διάφορα ήταν να βάλει τον Μασούρα from the, like you said, from 75th minute, βάλει τον Κουσούλο instead of Rakovic or Maric. I don't understand what he was thinking. We're doing okay. I'm just going to keep it until this time. Εν το καταλαβαίνω καθόλου το πράγμα.
Φίλε, αφού εφάνηκε και μέσα στο παιχνίδι ότι το κέντρο μας, ο Ιράκοβιτς και ο Μαριτσί, ήταν πολλά κουρασμένοι. Που το 65 ευουρήσαν τόσο πολλά να κλείσουν χώρους το πρώτο ημίχρονο που κουραστήκαν. Εγώ περίμενα να δω Κούσουλο Χάμπο να μπουν μέσα στο 60-65 να ξεκουράσει το κέντρο. Να βάλει αλλιού όπως μπορεί το Στέρ. Να βάλει πιο γλύρον παίχτη. Να ξεκουράσει το Σεμέδο. Εγώ περίμενα να αλλάξει και τα μπακ. Λέω σας ειλικρινά. Περίμενα να δω από το μήχρονο ή στο 60-65 το Μασούρα και τον Κίτσο.
Ναι.
Γιατί ο Χάμας δεν μπορεί να ακολουθήσει τον ρυθμό. Δεν μπορεί 90 λεπτά. Εν ήταν άσχημος ο Χάμας, ξαναλώ το. Εν ήταν άσχημος. Εν έκαμε κάτι που εστίχησε στην ομάδα, ούτε στην επίθεση ούτε στην άμυνα. Αλλά ο Κίτσος σε τούτα παιχνίδια περνά του η δύναμη, περνά του η γλυοράδα, περνά του το τάκλι. Ήταν να έχω το Χαμάς μέσα να βγάλει μια σέτρα. Εντάξει. Είναι καλές οι σέτρες του, ναι. Αλλά δεν και παίζει στην Ομόνια Ραΐπου, την Καρμιώτισσα που κλείονται όλοι πίσω και θέλει συνέχεια τη μάπα μες στην περιοχή. Και άμα θέλω το Χαμάς, ναι. Αλλά έτσι παιχνίδια που έχει δύναμη, θέλω τον Κίτσο. Θέλω τον Μασούρα που είναι πιο γλύωρος που τον Διονγκού. Κουράστηκε ο Μάριτς ο Ράκοβιτς. Αφού φάνηκε, κουραστήκασε. Και στο πέναρτι που έκαμε ο Ράκοβιτς δεν είχε καθαρό μυαλό να μαρκάρει πιο γλύωρα.
Είναι το που αυτό. Ναι. Φαίνεται. Φαίνεται.
Φαίνεται ρε φίλε. Φαίνεται.
Και ο πιο κουρασμένος είσαι να κάνεις παραπάνω.
Το 80-85% φταίει ο προπονητής για μένα.
Όχι, 100 για μένα.
Όλα λόγω 80-85.
Είχαμε το opportunity να τους πάμε να τους χτυπήσουμε και από πριν. Go for the throat.
Δεν μπορεί να κάνεις και δεύτερο.
Ναι, το πουλάω.
Η Πάφος δεν είναι ομάδα που να μείνει πίσω. Η Πάφος είναι ομάδα που να έρχεται πιο ψηλά ακόμα. Ας τον κακουλί σου μέσα από εγκλήρας. Πά το αλλιούμ σου που εξεκουραστός, πώς θα λέει και ο Στέλ. Ενίσχυσε και ο κέντρος σου για μένα δυνατοί παίχτες και ήταν να τους βάλει και δεύτερο. Μια σωστή μπάσα να πάει μπροστά να βγει σαν τεπίδες, τους βάλει και δεύτερο. Ο Ιωέτης ήταν στα πάνω του έχτες. Έκαμε πολλά σπουδαίων παιχνίδι. Ούλα ευκέναν προς εμάς, αλλά περνάει το 75, το 70 και βλέπω αλλαγή. Όχι βλέπω αλλαγή, είναι βλέπω παίχτες να κάνουν ζέσταμα. Αλλά το 75, το 80, δεν κουμπάρουμε από πότε, πεθάναν. What the fuck.
Καλά, τόσο περίμενε να περάσει ως το 88-90, να είμαστε 1-0, να είμαστε ok με το σκορ και να τους βάλεις το 90 για να σπαταλήσει χρόνο. Δηλαδή, όσο σκεφτώ έτσι, δεν ξέρω ρε πέλε, δεν βγάλε νόημα το που κάμνεψες. Τελούσαμε με την 29η, έκαμε την αλλαγή και που πρέπει και γυρίσαν το παιχνίδι και ψες έκαμε το αντίθετο.
Έκαμε ό,τι έμπορε, έκαμε ο Αναστασίου ό,τι έμπορε προχτές να με δέρουμε.
Ναι.
Έκαμε ό,τι έμπορε να με δέρουμε. Και πάλι κάποτε σε φάμε και που πάνω.
Μας αντίχειρη. Αμέντε σε φάμε.
Ναι.
Στα πολλά.
Για μένα που χάσαν το πέναρτι και πήρε φωτιά και το γήπεδο, λάλλον να κάνεις αλλαγές του τώρα. Ενός πεθάνουμε τώρα. Ενός πεθάνουμε. Τίποτε ρε κουμπάρε.
Κόφκονται και από όκια τους. Μα χάνουν και πέναρτι, κόφκονται και από όκια τους.
Ναι ρε φίλε, κόφκονται τα πόδια τους και είναι η ψυχολογία δική σου. Κι αν είσαι δύναμη, αλλά γίνει και ακριβώς το αντίθετο. Έχασαν το πέναρτι και εμείς κοιμούμασταν ακόμα.
Story of our life.
Άρα εσύ να είστε διόρεξη για την Πέμπτη.
Δεν μου είπες?
Αν είσαι αισιόδοξος.
Για την Πέμπτη.
Ο Τρόμ λαλεί πέναλτις. Πέναλτις.
Εγώ λέω πέναλτις. I've got a feeling, Pedro. I've got a feeling.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. I think we can beat them, but I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Put it this way, I'm going to go into this game expecting nothing.
With this team now.
I'm expecting nothing. It's like I said on last night's show. I was like, now when I'm on here playing, it's like another game. Nah, believe. Okay. Listen again. If people believe, that's fine. I rate them for believing. But it's just for me. It's like I just sit there. I watch the game. I don't cheer when we score. I just make my notes. I can do my analysis. Or at least I know what I'm talking about. At least I'm focused on doing a podcast afterwards. And it's just how it is. Because this team doesn't excite me, bro. It doesn't excite me.
Εν είσαι animated, δηλαδή, άμα παίζει μονία, ενώ...
Bro, I'm not. I used to be, but not anymore. Because it's like nothing gets me on the edge of my seat. Before, I used to count down the days. Okay, we've got Garmiodis at the weekend. All right, like 2 days left. All right, I've got this Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to go. Whatever, cool. Let's just wait for the weekend. And then when it's kickoff time, I send the family out. You go out, go in the next room, leave me alone for 2 hours. Cool, whatever. Now it's like my daughter could be running around doing TikTok dances. I don't give a shit. People said like, shut up before. Before it was like, piss off. Like, you do my head in. Now it's like, she goes, Baba, can I put the television on and do TikTok? Like, do it. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, we want to win and stuff like that. But I do get I think it was you that said it still yesterday. What's really changed if we did win? Now, what worries me in terms of the winning is going to be like we're just going to constantly hear about how we beat the Paphos in the first ever all Cypriot game in Europe, blah blah blah. They're not even going to give a shit about the next game. I would rather they try and get as further as they possibly can, but they probably won't. So let's see.
Bro, listen, we know that if we do get through, it will have a lot of financial importance to the club, which is fine. I get it. That's the whole point.
We lost you.
Who? Me? What?
I think we're losing you, man.
No, still.
They lose me. I got fiber optic broadband, my guy. I'm on full fiber. I'll show you my upload speed, no problem. Hey, he's frozen. See, he's got the Roy's. I'm gonna do a speed test right now. Actually, run speed test. I'm on 370 megabytes download and 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64 upload. So I'm good. I'm good. He ain't lost me.
I'm the problem.
Yeah. See, there you go. When you're admitting it, it's fine. When you admit you got a problem, that's fine. But yeah. I forgot what I was saying, but it doesn't matter. It's just shit anyway. It's talking shit.
To say the truth, I am positive about Thursday. Εντάξει, πρώτα πρέπει να δέρουμε αύριο, που είναι σημαντικό παιχνίδι. Πριν μπούμε στα ντέρπι, πρέπει να κάνουμε την νίκη μας αύριο. Αλλά I am positive. Εντάξει, αλλά I don't know. For sure, it doesn't depend on us. Εξαρτάται από εμάς αν θα προκριθούμε ή όχι. Εξαρτάται ότι μόνο ότι γίνουν τις στιγμές που ενάβρουμε στο παιχνίδι να τις εκμεταλλευτούμε.
Ray, what would you say if Inga Britson started instead of Semedo?
Come again?
What would you say if Inga Britson started instead of Semedo?
Who's that?
Who's that?
Straight face.
Is he Omonoia?
I came on this podcast to die. I came on this podcast to die. Fucking hell.
This is what
Fucking got me.
Like όπως είπα και στα παιδιά ρε την προηγούμενη εβδομάδα, I'm not gonna judge no one. No one. Μες στο γήπεδο να σκρίνω.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. I've laughed too much tonight, man. I've laughed too much.
Εντάξει ρε, sometimes I like to be naughty ρε, εντάξει ρε.
Alright, behave.
Okay, valid points there, guys. I gave it to my wife yesterday and she was, you bought that for sure?
Ray, in Cyprus, do you have these Romanian guys selling the roses at the traffic lights like we do in England?
Ναι. Παντού.
They're smart though. They wait for the lights to turn red and then they look for the cars that got a man and a woman in there. There's a, you want? No. And the thing is, the missus is always going to turn around and say to you, I didn't really want him because they're too expensive or you don't. But then deep down, she's like, you should have fucking bought me one that can.
Yeah. You know, when I do that, όποτε το κάνω και αγοράζω το, μα είναι πρέπει να το κάνεις. Πες μου το πιο γλυόρα πριν το αγοράσω.
Exactly. Yeah, but do you get details? What do you want? What do you want? There's got to be a reason. Or what have you done? What do you mean? Plant your flowers. What have you done?
And then, whatever you say, they won't believe you. Anyway, so. And man, she told me the last 10 years he didn't bring me nothing. He remembered me yesterday. Well, Dax, I remembered. What's the problem? Anyway. Dax.
See? We should have joined that LGBTQ plus party here.
Power.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Was
right, what else?
That was like happy that Trump became president. Έφυγε τους LGBTQ να μου λέτε ρε, άντε ρε, και καλυράει στους τσαμέρες. Δική μας ανθρώποι ρε.
Yeah.
Bro, more pushtiers.
Do you know what? You're lucky you didn't say that in English because you'd have been demonetized straight away.
I can say it in English too.
He was.
No, I'll say it in English.
We're good.
We're good. It's fine. Let's move on.
I love how we bounced from subject to subject today, honestly.
Ή και έτσι έκαμε ποτήρι παραπάνω τώρα, μπορώ να πω πολλές πελάρες.
Now Stefan is thinking of something that's a kurtisi, man. He's thinking about something to say that's a kurtisi, xerodan.
Might go too far.
At the moment Petro pulls out a rose, you know there's problems. You know that he's up to something.
I'm gonna start running naked now. So stop.
Pause.
But
Right.
Boys,
one
Avrio,
question-
what's gonna happen, Avrio? What's gonna happen, Avrio, with Anadipu?
Yeah,
I think
this
we'll
one,
win.
I think we're gonna win.
Yeah.
4-0.
Four.
There is half new, no problem. Like, do you guys believe it's gonna be a big rotation? I think yes.
Should be.
And
It
Yeah.
should be.
no second.
But
But
But do you think there'll be fans that if it doesn't work, they'll be like, why did he do it knowing there's a game? We know why he's doing it, because I don't blame him if he says, yeah, fuck this game off. Not let's lose, but let's just play the second choice team, basically. But you know what fans are like. There's some of them will be like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I think even with our reserves or not reserves or second choice team, I think we'll beat them anyway. So I don't think it matters, to be honest. And it should be like you said there, Pedro, like let them rest. Like Thursday was fucking hard, man. Thursday was hard.
it's gonna be harder. And Thursday, it's gonna be more hard.
You think so?
Oh, of course. They're gonna press you too much,
They're
too high. They're gonna
they'll
be more
level up.
aggressive.
Wait a minute. You're saying that tomorrow's harder than Thursday?
No,
Oye, Pepsi,
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's why I agree with you. But in Laxini or Mother, to rest them. End of story. Yeah.
The only thing that I'm concerned is about the Ongu. Not oye tolazos pégame. Hay tolazos. It happens. Anyway, it happens. But he plays Thursday, he's gonna play tomorrow, he's gonna play Thursday again. That concerns me. Actually, we don't know about Masura's how bad is it, but even if it's not bad, I don't see him is gonna start on Thursday. So it's gonna be 4 games in a row for Diongu. And I'm concerned about that.
He
I don't know about you.
He ran himself to the ground.
You said you did the analysis. Did you see the bit supposedly that the uncle told them he lost his contact lenses, or
Didn't see it. No.
So why?
Didn't
Because
see
me
it.
and my brother were talking about it, and Michael was saying to me like, "Yeah, did you read the fact that he said that he lost his contact?" And I said, "Why would you even say it to the world? You would just say, yeah, it was a bad mistake. It doesn't help him at all. Makes him look bad."
Well, look, there are certain things that the camera doesn't pick up. So you know it's very difficult and the thing is you don't know which minute he did. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I was looking for breaks in play because he's the right back, so he's on the other end. Yeah, he's on the far end, so he needs to come all the way to the touchline. So I was looking for like a break in play, like an injury or something, but no, I didn't notice anything, to be honest. So fuck knows.
I don't believe it, and I'm gonna say why. The goal that was this sorry, Stefano and Petros still.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
That's when. Πότε γίνηκε να αλλαγεί ο Διόγκου?
80 something.
87.
Εντάξει.
Yeah.
87, if I'm not wrong. So, το 75 ως το 87 έπαιζε 12 λεπτά Στραός. Ήταν Στραός για 12 λεπτά. Γιατί τον εύκαλε την ώρα που χάσε το φάγκο δηλαδή.
Ναι, τούτο, είναι ευκάλλη νόημα. Δεν μπορείς να καταλάβεις το πράγμα που λάζεις.
Είναι ευκάλλη νόημα, γιατί αν κάποιος χάσει το φαγό του, δεν είναι να το βρει μες στο χόρτο. Δεν είναι εύκολο να το βρεις μες στο γήπεδο το φαγό σου. Έχασες το φαγό, κάνεις την ίδια ώρα αλλαγή. Γιατί Στραώ έγινε ο άλλος. Ο έκαρτερας ύστερα από 10 λεπτά να τον κάνεις αλλαγή και ύστερα πίσω χάσει το φαγό του. Εν κόλλα. Για μένα. Άρα ναι.
Έγκολο.
Είναι κολλάρ, φίλε. Έχασες το χαγό σου, φίλε. Πρώτο βλέπεις τον παίκτη με σκοπά. Ενώ το δεις σε κάποια φάση να γυρεύει που είναι. Και τον άλλον...
Ωραία, να χάσεις ένα χώρο. Θα ξέρεις που να γίνεις και... Ενώ έχεις έννοια να έρχεται ο άλλος που πάνω σου, που το wing της Πάφου, και να γυρεύει στο φακό.
Δεν καρτεράς ύστερα που 10 λεπτά να λέγεις αλλαγή.
Even if it's true or not true, you should never say. It's just stupid thing to say.
It's a stupid thing. Εν κάνει που ήμουν νευριασμένος στο τέλος του παιχνιδιού. Μόλις το άκουσα και τούτον νευρίασα παραπάνω.
Ούλοι. Είδες το reaction του Στέλ μετά το μάτσο. Το reaction του Στέλ ήταν priceless. Που έφκαλε το comment κάποιος στο νοτσόφτες μετά το παιχνίδι. Ήταν έτοιμοι να κάνουν turn off το podcast την ώρα.
What did you do, Rested?
I just threw my cap. I just threw my cap. I was like, fuck this shit.
Και ο Πέτρος έλεγε γαμώ το στανιό μου, εξητήμαζε.
He's like, the comments are still coming. People are still saying the same thing. Like, what the fuck?
Εγώ να κάνω πρόταση στη διοίκηση, να του βάλουν λιαγιά όπως είχε ο Ντάβιτς. Υπέρ και στραοχή πάλι όπως παίζει μάπα. Όπου τον τυφλό του τον κουτσό φέρνουμε τον Εμίρ. Όποιος είναι κουτσός, μισοπεχαμένος, πιάνει την Ομόνια. Όποιος είναι τυφλός, πιάνει την Ομόνια. Πιάμε και ένα γάμι, τον φέρουμε το γαμίσουμε. Γάμο του.
Mind you, δεν ξέρω, νομίζω ήταν ο Θάσος, I think it was on No Choftes, έγραψε τάχα ότι ο Uncle is a shadow of himself from last year. I don't know, was he really that good at AEK or not?
Ήταν πολλά καλός.
Αν ήταν καλός, δεν ήταν να τον διώξει η ΑΕΚ.
Ναι ρε.
Αν ήταν καλός,
ήταν τζαπέσιος.
I think it was very good, but the problem is defensively he wasn't great. And as you saw with the goal that was it Marquinhos scored at the Gazipi on the final day. That's the uncle. Like some days he's brilliant, some days he's shocking. And the thing that annoys me the most about him, he always takes a touch when he gets the ball. He always like controls the ball. Like, bro, like you could play it first time if you want. You can if you want, but that extra touch
kills it.
It does. He's a good player though. He's a good player. He just needs someone to coach him defensively.
Έναν τεπού. Που κάνει μάπα τζιμπλουτράν, που φκένει μπροστά να πάει ευκάλει σέντρα, να κάνει instant, κάνει το extra touch, κοντεύει τον Τζο αμυντικός να τον κλείσει και κλείνονται παραπάνω οι παίκτες μας μες στο ύμπερο. Είναι πιο εύκολο να γίνει και δεν γίνεις και ότι σέντρα τόσο καλή. Ύστερα.
Και ένα σήμος τον Διόγκουρε, και ένα σήμος παίκτης.
Είναι καλός
Αν
παίκτης.
το πιάνουμε συνολικά, είναι ένα σήμος παίκτης ο Διόγκουρε. Αλλά αν γίνονταν τις λεπτομέρειες που λέει ο Στέλος, είναι το touch, μεν το κάνεις, είναι το λίγο στο αμυντικό σου κομμάτι που πρέπει να το βελτιώσεις, γιατί είσαι back, δεν είσαι winger, είσαι back και πρέπει να βελτιώσεις τα αμυντικά σου καθήκοντα πολλά. Σε γενικές γραμμές είναι καλός, αλλά αν βελτιώσεις και είναι τα λίγα τα πράγματα, θα είναι εξαιρετικός.
Anyway, we shall see what happens tomorrow and then Thursday in the story.
No. First of all, tomorrow must win. Yeah, you're gonna win. Εύκολα, δύσκολα, you're gonna win. Then πάμε ως το Μάι Derby. έχεις 3-4 ντέρπι πριν τα play-off, μπαίνεις play-off ούλα ντέρπι, γι' αυτό μόνο
Είναι και ευκολία. Ναι. Το τελευταίο που τα είχα...
Έχει και ο κύπελλο, γιατί 12 παιχνίδια στα play-off και 4 τώρα, 16. Και άλλο 2 παιχνίδια του κυπέλλου σίγουρα έχεις 18 ντέρπι. Ως που τελειώσει η σεζόν. 18.
Τώρα να με το κάραπο. Να με το κάραπο. Ναι.
Ο στόχος είναι η τρίτη θέση και το κύπελλο και με έτσι. Θα είναι μια από τις πάλι, αλλά...
Εδώ, με Στέλ. Δεν μπορεί να φέρει το Στέλ που κάτω.
Yeah, okay. Believe it. Believe. Anyway, there's nothing else to say, is there, boys? I think we should wrap it up soon. And just you do with that να πείτε.
Εγώ να πάω χασιπί και δύο. Εγώ σε λίγο να πάω στο χασιπί. Να ψάξω για τους κακούς του Διούγκου.
Κυρία
Κατήσιμας τώρα. Oh my god. Μεθυσμένος. Στα βουνά. Άλλος μεθυσμένος.
Μεθυσμένος από κλαπ.
What's the plural for stragotto? Is it stragotti or stragottus? You got two here.
Stragottus.
Yeah, you got these two at the bottom. This one and that one.
Εγώ είμαι καλά, ρε. I'm okay.
Ρε, εγώ είναι και τίποτε.
Γεια σας, boys!
Oh my god.
Έτσι πια πολλά, ρε. Εντάξει, ρε.
Εν τούτος, ρε.
Ο Κυριάκος. Ακούω.
Ρε μαλάκα, in his head it was είναι πια τίποτε. Out loud it was
Να πάει και γήπεδον αύριο. Ακόμα.
Ας με ρε, και εσύ που τα προχτές την πέφτει μπαχτέ φωνή μου, τις πόρκες που θα του πούς το Αναστασίου ζήχτες. Σπάσε μανεύρα μου, ρε.
Yep.
Ρε φίλε, αλήθεια, ακούω τους άλλους να μαχώνται ευχαριστημένοι και εγώ είμαι κάπως, είμαι παρανοϊκός, είμαι ηλίθιος, δεν καταλάβω τα. Όσον καλά και αβεξίνε μας, όσον καλά αβεξίνε τακτικά γεμάτα, άμα το πιο βασικό πράγμα δεν το κάνω, επειδή σου χάσαν το προβάδισμα, πότε θα κάνω ρε, τι να κάνω την προσπάθεια ρε. Να βρίσκω στην προσπάθεια, στο mediocrity, δεν καταλάβω.
Με ανοιξιάνει στο παιχνίδι με το ΑΠΟΕΛ που δέρναμε 2-0 και χάσαμε το προβάδισμα με κατώτερη ομάδα που είναι πάφτει.
Και είναι ωραίο Αναστασίου, έκαμε και πολλά καλά και τακτικά και στις αλλαγές του, απλά ώρες και ώρες δεν καταλάβω στον τι σκέφτεται. Αν είπαμε ότι διάβαψε ότι απάσχουν το πλάνο, ευκαιρνέν του, στήξουν πλάνο και τελειώσει. Λέγαμε κάπως, φίλε, ωραία κόμισε που το πω εικόνα που θεωρούν τον ότι ήταν υπό αλλαγή. Ο Μάριτς το ίδιο λαλώσαμε μες στον Discord, εγώ παιδιά πέσαν το κέντρο του μήχο που είχαμε ποτέ στην Ομονία, ο Μάριτς. Το κέντρο ήταν υπάρχει το πόηχο. Δεύτερο χρόνο, ο Μάριτς ανέβηκε, ήταν πολλά οκ, έκανε μπαίνε στις φάσεις. Ο Ράκοβιτς ήταν στο ίδιο πράγμα. Έκανε εντεξίματα. Θεωρούν τον ότι δεν έκανε πολλά στακίν, έμπαινε με πάνω στις φάσεις, έκανε μονομαρκίες, έφτανε από πίσω. Γενικά ήταν καλό στάκα, μου άρεσε να σου πολλά, σου πιάω πολύ την ομάδα, για μένα πως το γίνεται και το πέφτει για μένα. Σαν και το άμα. Σαν και στόμισε. Και φωνάζα, ξέρω πότε φωνάζα του Αστασιούφ Καπτεράκοβιτς. Φαίνεται του. Και όπως έγινε το πέναλτι, και άκουσε η ράτσα του. Την ώρα. Στεκόμαστε στην κερκίδα, επειδή καθόμαι πίσω από τον πάγκο νέος Ομονίας, παούριζα το. Άρα φίλε, όσο φκάρτω, εσέρνε το φίλο μου, είναι και ενέργεια, είναι χιλέξ. Θωρείς το, επειδή πας στον Τάνκοβιτς, κοίταξε, πιέντω ο Τάνκοβιτς έξυπνα, αλλά φίλε, θωρείς τον ότι μπαίνει κάποιες φάσεις, μπαίνει with full energy, θωρείς τον ότι σέρνεται. Κάνει το πέναρτι, κάνει σου το μεγάλο λάθος, κόφει το πορτάρι και αντί να φυλάξεις τον παίχτη σου, να μην εκθέτει κι άλλο, να μην το εκθέτει τον παίχτη σου, αλλά και τον μέσα στο 88, μετά που το φάεις. Για το μόνο το Θεό, ρε, έχασα λογικά μου και την ίδια. Ό,τι φορά, είχε πάω πολύ καιρό, που είχε χρόνια να πέσω τον πολλά στο γήπεδο, να πέσω πολλά. Σιγά τα εφτά μου έπαιζαν παραπάνω, ήταν μετά από ελ, σίγουρα.
Εντάξει, είναι τα.
Σίγουρα το 2-0 και 2, τα είχα αλήθεια, θα πω ψέματα, πως έπηγαινε το δεύτερο, του δευτεριασμός μου, γύρισα πας στην ευκαιρία του από ελ, δίπλα μου στην νότια που είναι, που είναι στην νότια, και φάνασα τους 4 που να φάτε σήμερα, 4 που έτσι που είχαν.
Ρε, μάτια πας στον δρόμο, σε παρακαλώ.
Οδηγώ.
Ξέρω. Μην κουράς, ρε, μην κουράς.
Δεν ξέρω.
Πριν να φύγουμε, να μου νομίζεις για την Πέμπτη, ρε Κυριακό, να περάσουμε, οξά.
Εντάξει, που τη μια και εγώ λόγω της πικρίας του πορτουζά αποτελέσματος και εγώ που τα νεύρα μου, εντάξει, δεν είπα, σιγά αλήθεια, εγώ δεν είπα ότι να βγω έξω να με διαλύσουν και μέσα, επειδή έχω έτσι πάντα. Ας πούμε και ο παπάς μου να λέμε ότι εγώ σκέφτομαι να πω σε γήπεδο την Πέμπτη. Πάμε. Απλά μου λόγω της πικρίας του, λόγω που έπαιζε πάρα πολλά βαστανέφα, το χαλαλί μου που να κόψουν από λεμεσό και να σφάμε σίγουρα και να μας διαλύσουν και έτσι και πού να πάμε τώρα. Άμα σώμαστε ένα καφέ να τους δέρουμε, ξέρεις, και είναι τη φάση. Και εγώ να συμπάνω νεύρα του και με κάτσω σωμαλί μου, ησυχία μου, να στο αχάσω, να μην κόψω από λεμεσό και να στέκουμε πίσω, να νεύρα λί μου, κάτι θα νευριάσω στην τηλεόραση λί μου. Οκ. Εγώ πιστεύω ότι Fifty-fifty, αλλά τον παλούμε είναι λεπτομέρειες που έχουν ρόλο. Και εγώ πάλι πάντα τη Ομόνια ποτέ δεν ξέρω να την προβλέψω. Θα ποτέ, ειδικά αυτή την Ομόνια, δεν ξέρεις τι αγαρτέλας. Είναι όλα από το performance, δηλαδή να φέρουν σαν με παίχτες κριτικά, να παίξουν καλά. Και τούτο πώς να παίξει ο αντίπαλος, πώς να κοιτάξει ο αντίπαλος, πώς να κοιτάξει ο βοηθής σου το παιχνίδι, πώς να παίξει τακτικά, πώς είναι σχηματισμός. Αλλά πιο αστασίου, η αλήθεια δείξε μου και πέρσι και φέτος ότι περισσότερα νύχια ξέρετε χειριστεί η ομάδα και το παιχνιδιού και πέρσι με έναν πλανό που του φκένει, όσον και να βιάζουμε κάποτε και να κάνουμε φκένει στο τέλος και σκάζουμε όλοι. Θέλω να πιστεύω ότι μετά από το μαλακές που κάνουμε προχτές, που έφεσκαν την ομάδα και ελπίζω να δω και αύριο αλλαγές, επειδή για να κάνουμε πολλές αλλαγές και να κάνουμε αρκετές αλλαγές σημαίνει ότι κάτι στο νου και την Κυριακή και το επόμενο Πέμπτη. Δεν ξέρω. Έχουμε φέτος και δεν μπορούμε να επειδή τα ηχές σου μας σημαίνει να βάψουμε μαύρα. Και τέλειωσε να βγούμε έξω. Εγώ πιστεύω να περάσουν.
Okay. Well, thank you, Regriago, for coming on. Yeah, we're going to be back soon. We're going to be back on Monday, Emmys, after Omonoia and Paphos. Thank you, Stel. Thank you, Petro. And obviously, Stefano.
The quad is on! The quad!
What is the quad?
Τέσσερα, ρε.
Quad.
Προάθλημα, κύπελλο, Conference League, και the most season ticket sales in Cyprus. The quad.
Περίμενε, απέξε το Σίνκο ρε για το Super Cup ρε.
Τζίνο έγινε επόμενη χρονιά.
Επειδή αν πιάσεις double ρε φίλε, αν πιάσεις double να παίξεις με το... Πώς τα λέμε, νομίζω παίζεις με το... Το δεύτερο, ξαπέζεις με το τζινό που σε παίζεις τώρα στον τελικό κυπέλλου.
Όχι, μόνο δεύτερο που πάει.
Α, έτσι πάει. Αν είναι έτσι, εντάξει, εντάξει, την παθώ με Super Cup, καλό να διτέρουμε στο βασιπί. Σίνκο ρε, Σίνκο.
Και imagine, αν οι γυναίκες πιάνουν το πρωτάθλημα as well.
Six double.
Sex on the beach. Να είναι το καλοκαίρι.
Όχι, άτσι. Οκ.
Ένα λεπτό.
Από πόσο αν κάνετε.
Πέρα να μου έλεγε για
Όχι, πόσο αν κάνετε live λέω.
40 λεπτά.
Πόσα?
1 ώρα και 40 λεπτά.
Όχι.
Ναι.
Να, σήμερα για τρώω και η φίλη αρρωστήσα. Και με βήχει να σου.
You're building snowmen all day. What do you fucking expect? Ρε, τους πάει στα βουνά με τα κοντομάνικα and then he complains that he's fucking ill, ο μπέλος.
Και εγώ το μάνικα ρε, έχω σαν θερμαντική φούτε και σαν κόντε για πάση. Και ράγγια.
Ήρα, πότε έτσι, Αλάσκα.
Pussies, come to England. I'll show you weather.
Welcome to England.
Αγγλία, 5 βαθμούς, τι βαθμούς.
Ρε, κάτι, τώρα είναι το παιχνίδι αύριο, η Ομονία.
5.
Η ώρα 5. Εντάξει, εγώ να πάω από ώρα 10 το πρωί εγώ για να βρω τους φαγούς του Διονγκού.
Ρε, ας πω, θα σου και το πράγμα που θα σχολιάσω πολλά. Sorry που να πεντρεύτηκα. Εγώ ρε φίλε, θέλω να πεις τώρα, όπου με δεις, έπρεπε κάποιος, μια φάση που βουσιόν του Διονγκού στην μπάγκο, έναν πριν τον γκολ ή μετά τον γκολ. Και πάτε κανένας, επειδή εγώ νομίζω επειδή και ώρες τον μπάγκο. Κάποιος μου πέφτει από Ανατολική ότι είδε κάποιον της Ομόνοιας να βουρά μες στα πολιτήρια βολιδόσταχ.
Αλλά είδες τον εσύ.
Όχι, εγώ τον είδα και μου βούρισε, απλά εγώ είδα την κουνιά φάση που ήταν πας στη γραμμή του πάγκου μας και ήταν με δυο ανθρώπους του μένου και κατεμαχόντα λένε πολύ όπως εξάπη είχα και νεύρα, θέλουν που τσιβοδά, δεν έδωκα σημασία.
Δεν ξέρουμε.
Κυριάκο, βγάλε βίντεο.
Και λέω και εγώ ρε φίλε.
Ναι.
Εν τούτα τα exclusives ρε.
Ναι, όπως θα βγάλω το Real Fran που μας έδω με το αποδιέρκα και exclusive content.
Αποκλειστικά. Στο No Choftes. Στο Discord.
Παπαράτσι. Και έχω την απορία ότι ρε φίλε, πώς γίνεται να ξέρει πέφτεις σου εφορεί φακούς και δεν κάνεις αλλαγή, ας πούμε. Και βλέπεις ότι βάλει ο άλλος σεμά και όρσιτς που με κάνουν Διονγκού, που και ο Διονγκούς πριν τον κόλλα αλήθεια ήταν εξαιρετικός, που πάγανε κατώ και στην Ομονία, ο Διονγκού πόρτες. Μαζί με τον Γκούλιν, τον Φαπιάνο, τον Λόιζον, τον Γιώβετιτς, και ο Διονγκού ήταν πάρα πολλά καλός, ειδικά αμυντικά. Και ήμουν κάπως, αφού βλέπεις ότι ο παίκτης σου έχει πολύ όμως φαγούς, δεν βλέπει καλά. Είναι ευκαιρία αλλαγή ρε φίλε, είναι ευκαιρία αλλαγή να πούμε, ας το Μασούρα.
Εν το πιστεύω, I'm sorry, εν το πιστεύω.
Και γύρω από τη σου αρίστου σαν δικαιολογία στη συνέντευξη μου λέει ότι έχασε τους φακούς του τον γκολ. Δηλαδή, θα πω είναι φτεξίμο με έμμεσον το μόνο του παίκτη μαλάκα.
Εν το πιστεύω.
Σαν τον παραρέστεν. Και ή απ' τους πέντου δεητή ή να φτιάξω το γήπεδο να βάλει τους φακούς του να παίξει με άλλες του 10 παίχτες ως πάσα στη κουβέντα και μετά να μπει μέσα στο παιχνίδι ξανά.
Bro, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Θεωρώ, I believe, right? Ναι. I believe Sema, right, fucking Estrosendon, yeah, put the ball through his legs. Yanni was protecting the player instead of saying, you know, he destroyed him. He was protecting him, man. I don't think there's a problem. But I was watching the game. Or Diunku. The only mistake he made was leading to the goal. Before that, it was fine.
Yeah.
Αλλά νομίζω στην τρύπα του Σεμά, νομίζω ήταν εντός περιοχής. Τα είχα πει ότι ο Γκουά έκανε να περάσει επειδή να μην το κάνει πέναρτη. Επειδή κάποτε οι παίκτες έτσι κάνουν. Μπορεί να τυπώνουν κάποιον και απλά για να μην το κάνει πέναρτη, αν τον περάσει, για να μην το κάνει πέναρτη, αφήνουν να περάσει. Και ίσως να τέλος πίσω μου τα καλύψει. So, εκτός που τούτο, αν δεις στη φάση Ρεστέλ, ούτε ο Λουίς έκαμε trackback και ούτε ο Ράκοβιτς ευκήγαν καθυστερημένα στη φάση μας στο Σέμα. Ο Ράκοβιτς ευκήγαν καθυστερημένα και το που φανάζα εγώ που έδαξατε πάλι στην φάση είναι ότι στις τρεις παίκτες που είπα τώρα επεθάνασαι. Ειδικά ο Λουίς έφανε το γήπεδο. Μόνο το δεν έμεινε μακάρι ο Λουίζος. So, είναι έναν παίκτη που δικαιολογάστον που το βρήμα που πρέπει να κάνουμε 20 μέτρα βούριμα, ο Διονγκού που κάνει τους φακούς του και ο Ράκοβιτς που σέρνε του.
But Kiriago, Sema wasn't in the box when he beat Diunku. He was outside the box.
Yeah.
He was outside the box. I've got it in front of me now.
Okay.
He gets 1v1 and he puts the ball through his legs. And it was Irakovic that didn't make the challenge.
Ναι, γι' αυτό μου πάει ο Irakovic. Γιατί ο Irakovic πήγαινε καθυστερημένα στο Σεμά. Δεν έφυγε για τα πάνω τον κόψει την πάσα. Και το Λουίς μακάρις και τον Ορσίτς. Αλλά πείτε φίλε, έναν έχω παρά από τον Λουίζου. Ο Λουίζου το μακάρι του χούλου μάρακα. Άλλο του πομετή σου που είναι ευκάν τον Λουίζου τουλάχιστον που κουράστηκε και βάλει αλλιούμ, που αλλιούμ κάνει trackback. Και βάλει τον Κούσουλον τουλάχιστον που είχε τεξίβα ή το κάνα χάμπο που είναι Κυπρέος που ξέρει τι σημαίνει ομονία, ξέρει το παιχνίδι της ομονίας. Και βάλει τον να απορρίσει ρε φίλε, γι' αυτό μου βάζετε εγώ ειδικά και είχαμε κοφτού και σαν έβαλε ρε φίλε. Απλά να φτιάχνει ένα κόβι να ξεκουραστεί και βάλει με κάποιον με fresh legs να μαρκάει τουλάχιστον. Ας και τα basics, τα τρεξίματα, με κοφτείς ένα δημιουργίες. Που στη στιγμή που με ένα 0 στο 80-85, για κάποιος ο σκορ ρε φίλε, βάλε λάντερ, βάλε 30 πίσω, με κοφτεί. Παίξε φούλα αμυντικά, κάτω το σκορ τουλάχιστον. Ωραία πες δει, γύρες πριν μερκάτουν Διονγκού ρε φίλε, να ούλοι, ειδικά στο ένα που φάμε, συμμετείχαν οι παίκτες που ήταν πτώματα. Δηλαδή ο Ράκοβιτς που πάνασαν από το 60 όπως κάτω αλλαγή, που ευκήγε στη φάση καθυστερημένα. Ο Λοίτσος το ίδιο μπάλε που πεθάνε πάνω κάτω συνέχεια, θεωρείς το ότι δεν πρέπει να απλά βλέπει την μπάλα. Τον Διονγκού που είχαν τους φακούς του, έξε με πέντο σε μάπα στο μαρούνι, δηλαδή έξε με πέντο από τσιν υπήρχε ο Διονγκού. Είναι η Αρμενία τράνια, τα τράνια που τσουτούν κάποτε και καθαρό μυαλό, λόγω κούρασης. Δεν μπορώ να σου πω, δηλαδή, αν πεις το Αρεστέλ, έφερε το Σέμα ο Διονγκού, ο Στράος είναι, τυφλός. Νομίζω είναι καθαρά θέμα κούρασης, καθαρό μυαλού, νομίζω. Δεν είχε τη δύναμη, πιστεύω εγώ, ο Διονγκού. Είναι ο Σέμα ήταν ξεκούραστος.
Παιδιά, καληνύχτα από μένα, χάρηκα. Που τα είπαμε.
Good night.
Και να τα δούμε. Πότε να τα κάνεις ρε Τόμ?
Δευτέρα.
Monday. Εντάξει. Θα τα πούμε τη Δευτέρα παιδιά. Καληνύχτα από εμένα.
Good night.
Πολλά γιορό, είπαμε σε λακκάγου κι όλα μαύρε.
Και πριν να φύγω εγώ, τα είχα να το κλείσουμε, και αν ήταν αλήθεια και έχασαν τα τούτα τα πράγματα, τα contact lenses που λέμε, καλύτερα μην πει τίποτε ο Αναστασίου. Άιστο για με. Why?
Που την είπα ότι δικαιολογάτων ή κατηγοράτων, δεν ήξερα. Ο καθένας μπορεί να πάρει άλλος πώς. Θα πάρει άλλος ότι πάρει εύτιο παίχτης μου, δεν είχε τους φακούς του. Καλά φίλε, δεν έκανε αλλαγή αφού είχε πρόβλημα.
Έχασε το γόνο
μετά, άρα που στιγμή νόμιζα αλλαγή και εκθέσεις τον παίχτη σου και αυτή τη δικαιολογία, τη δικαιολογία στον παίχτη σου, που δίνεις από τσάλεις με στον τρόπο ότι κατηγοράς τον ότι είχε φακούς τα, έφαμε το. Όχι πως, εντάξει, εγώ λέω ότι έφτιαν ούλον διούγκου, εν ούλον από αυτήν τζάμε, εν ούλον είχε αδράνεια. Και ακόμη και που βγήκα στριμμένα, και ο που έκαμε tag-back, δεν βοήθησε στον διούγκου. Εν ούλη φάση βασικά που ήταν λάθος.
Δεν ούλε,
Η μόνη φάση βασικά... Ναι,
δεν είναι για
ήταν
το
όλη η φάση
φάμε.
βασικά που... Ναι, μπράβο, ήταν όλη η φάση που ήταν στα δράνεια. Και αν δεις το τρέμμα, τα χάρτη και του Orsic, ο Γκουλεμπαλί ευκαιρία σωστά μπροστά του και πέφτει γραμμέ. Και και λόγω θα κόψει το σούτ, αλλά τα γελώνα τυχαία έπαιζε έξω που πάνω του. Ενώ σου είπα πιο αντίκης, και να πω στην ομάδα σου, που αδράνεια, νουλα.
Να δούμε να μου είναι. Νομίζω να κλείσουμε ρε παιδιά. It's nearly 1:15. Yeah, it's 1:15.
Να πει ώστε να πούμε την υπόλευση του. Είναι έτσι.
Expect nothing and you won't be disappointed.
Όχι, αρέστερα, αλλά πάλι... Δεν ξέρω.
We're too emotional. I get too emotional. Μα χωρών την Ομόνια. Καινούργιο blood pressure. Bam.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Nope.
Εγώ δεν ξέρω όσον και θέλω να μην έχω expectations, αλλά για να μην πάω να έχω expectations. Να πέφτω τώρα, δεν μπορώ να μην έχω. Και να παίζω πελόν και να μην απογοτεύω. Ειδικά αν κάνω τις παιχνίδι ρεστέ και στο τέλος κάνεις μια σκατά, να απογοτευτείς και να πεις ότι εντάξει, καρτερούν το, θα απογοτευτώ. Όχι ρε φίλε, αν μου πέσεις καλά, στο 85-0, εγώ σε πέναρτη, στο διαδμό, χαρά, ξέρω εγώ, όλοι μες στις κερκίδες να πίσω πάνω να παθράσουν συστήματα, στο ενώ τρώεις, ναι, δεν μπορεί να πιτσάμε, εντάξει, καρτερούν, εντάξει, φαίνεται ότι μυρίζε, αλλά εγώ γι' αυτό που φωνάζα εγώ. Φάσα που πιο πριν εγώ, ότι ρε φίλε, δεν φάμε εντάχω που πάμε. Μυρίζει.
Bro, listen, I don't have the energy to get angry or to get excited. I don't. Do you know what Thursday is? Thursday. It's the day before Friday. But that's how I see football, though. That's how I see football in general. I was talking to my Bethero today. He's an Arsenal fan, right? He goes, "Listen, Arsenal σήμερα." Μα γιατί ρε? I'm like, βαρεθήκα. Because γιατί? I'm fed up with football. Every day I see football. I work in football. I see football every day. I talk to my friends. I want to talk to them about their kids. Before they used to show me photographs of their kids, I'm like, fuck off, I can't be bothered. Your kids are ugly. But now it's like, I'd rather look at your ugly kids than talk about football.
Have you got a dog called Wind? That's the true. That's the.
What are we gonna get? The closest dog that we had was that dog in Poland. Whenever they used to go to Poland every pre-season, and now he's dead, and we're fucked. Dog's dead. They went to Poland, and they're like, "Where's the dog? He's dead." Oh fuck! What a surprise! That just sums up our pre-season. Our pre-season was dead after that, wasn't it? Didn't win the game, didn't score a goal.
Δεν ξέρεις ρε, μπορεί να αγοράσουν
shit. Straight cat smell and call it Niggy.
Don't do that. Don't do that because some of the black players might mishear and then you're going to think it's something else. Don't.
Μπορεί να πιάσει σύλλον και να ονομάσουν Σιλάκα ή Αγαπούλα.
Well, I'm surprised someone didn't get a cat and name it after Sofroni, you know? Fucking 500 cats walking around tavernes every night looking for Fain. Just take one of them. Fuck's sake.
Εντάξει, είπατε εγώ εσύ πολλές φορές που φωνάζα κατά τους κάτους. Σοφρόνι πάει.
Σοφρόνι.
Anyway, να το κλείσουμε. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Κυριακό.
No problem, bro. Ναι.
Ξέρεις ποιον παιχνίδι... Ξέρεις ποιον παιχνίδι... Δεν μ' ακούσε.
Ποιος?
Μάγκοσα ήρθα.
Yeah. ξανά.
Δεν ξέρω.
Μια φάση μαγκώνεται.
Ακούτε
με?
Yeah.
Ναι.
Μάλιστα, ήταν από τους τέλος ότι το παιχνίδι που ήταν η μεγάλη απογοήτευση που έπαιζε κατάθλιψη ήταν με το Παραλίμνη.
Yeah, which
Κύριο,
one?
εντάξει,
1-0.
ήταν...
Εγώ, ναι. Όχι, αλήθεια, και δεν ξέρω. Δεν ήξερα. Αλήθεια, ρε, ήμουν καφέ έξω και ήμουν ζαμπότσο χώρισα, δεν ήξερα, χιότερα που χωρισμό.
Oh, the game that did it for me was Ethnico when we lost 1-0. Jevalin Don Musilovski central midfield. Jefferson Don Stepinski Baston Bango when we needed a striker. Jevalin Don fucking Maric. Instead of it's what? That's when I was like, he's lost it.
Εμένα ήταν από ελ και με την άφωση.
Aboil was always going to happen. They fucking fall apart whenever they play them. Like they grow fannies after that.
Ναι, είναι ο τρόπος. Είναι ο τρόπος. Είσαι το chance σου και... Yeah, fucked up.
But Malaga, this has been the case for all season. It's been the case all season. We play Anorthosis, we were a goal down with 10 men, and we still could have won the fucking game because they were shit. But no, we couldn't score a goal. We played Paralimni, should have fucking beaten them, couldn't score a goal. Omonoia and Paphos, one of the biggest games of the season because of the history behind it, they fucking sat on their hands. Boric Banja Luka playing for 0-0. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that was the worst game.
Στο Βασιλί. Πολλά παιχνίκια.
And this is why fans react. This is why. Because what they do, they say, it's okay. It's okay. We have a plan.
Ναι, φίλε, να έρθει σημείο που θα τσίπτε τα season ticket που είχαν και ο κόσμος το αρέχει.
No, people, no, because it's going to be the same as this summer, right? I deliberately put out those polls on Facebook, right, before we signed all those players to see what was going to happen. And it was like 75% of people weren't going to renew their season tickets. The moment we made 4 signings, it went up to 80% are going to do it. So it just depends on which players we sign. Because it's all a fucking game to these people. It's all a game to them. These people that run the club or the person that runs the club. It's all a fucking game. When people start complaining about Medagrafes, they do it and they're like, Ella, you got your Medagrafes, Dora, skase. Shut up, you got it. So we'll just carry on doing what we're doing. Omonoia TV, they made a big hulya about it. They couldn't even fucking get the sound right because they put Sofroni in front of a fucking air conditioning system. And all we heard was jaga, 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 jaga. Yeah? I couldn't hear what he was fucking saying. Right? And what have they done with the TV channel now? What have they done with it? They've got 3 gimps trying to be funny. They've got 3 gimps trying to be fucking funny, telling historias, all that kind of bollocks. They were taking the piss out of Dan Brauskas when he left. Like, classy, very classy. And I'm not even a Dan Brauskas guy.
Είναι σωστό.
Fucking clueless. Bordello, man. That's what it is.
Bordello, όπως το λες.
Anyway, I'm done.
Right.
I've been trying to wrap it up for the last 8 minutes.
No, it's all right, because now we're ending on a sad note.
20 λεπτά.
But look, let's get the job done on Sunday, obviously tomorrow, and then προχωρούμε Πέμπτη. Εντάξει, να δείξει να μιλάει. Καλή από μένα. And thank you, Kyriako. Thank you, Steyo, for coming on. And we'll speak soon, guys. Right.
Anytime.
Laters.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.